Okay girls, now this isn't a glamour video for me. I am stripped down to my bare bones and it's a pretty ugly sight, I think you'll agree. But it's for the purposes of this video. So I've scraped my hair back. I've just got it in a ponytail. You want all your hair off your face. The next thing I'm going to do is take a towel, a hand towel, and wrap it around my shoulders and pin it with a claw clip, just because it can dribble and it will mop up any drips and it won't ruin any clothes that you're wearing. Okay. The next step is to take an old pair of tights, and I like these thick ones because they're just stronger, but take the gusset part round to the back, tie it at the top of your head like that, tie it tight. Go round to the back and crisscross the legs like so. Pull those round and tie them again, making sure all the strands of hair are pulled off your face. Then take the feet and tuck them into the folds of the tights round at the back. This is just what I like to do to make sure all my hair is off my face. Now, I'm going to show you the products you're going to need. You're going to need your vitamin C powder. You're going to need your distilled or ionized or battery top-up water that I had to get in a big kind of gallon bottle like this. So you're going to need that. You're going to need a small dish. This is like one for making chocolate mousse and things, but something like that, anything that you can mix in. I use this, it doesn't matter if it gets, you know, if it gets messy, or it's just a regular typical foundation brush, a cheap one. You'll find in salons that this sort of brush with synthetic bristles, they're used a lot in beauty therapy for the application of moisturisers, serums, toners, you name it, masks. They'll use a synthetic tack-on brush like this. And this is just an old grubby one that the paint's wearing off that I use for this purpose. You're going to need some cotton wool pads just to mop up any drips. And then these are just optional extras that I use. An aloe vera toner, an aloe vera gel, a serum with vitamin E in it, and a very simple and perfumed moisturiser with as little things in it as possible. Just this one is from Simple, so it's no preservatives, no colourings, nothing that would irritate skin. So you're also going to need a teaspoon. So I open the top of my vitamin C powder, and you can see it's a very fine crystallized powder, and I take, the usual recipe is a 1/4 teaspoon, but I take a lot less than that because I find it too strong, a 1/4 teaspoon. I take about that much, maybe even that's a bit too much. Just the very, very tip, cover the very tip a small amount of vitamin C powder, especially if you're starting this new. Build it up gradually with very small amounts until your skin gets used to it. So I pop that into the dish. Now I unscrew my water, my distilled water, and I pour a teaspoon of distilled water, so a full teaspoon, into that dish. So you can see, I don't know whether you'll see, but there's a teaspoon of water in there with that little bit of powder. Then what I do is just shake the dish around like that, swirl it around, because you need the crystals to dissolve. And I find rolling them around, rolling the solution around the bowl, starts to get them dissolving, and usually that does the trick. It has all dissolved, there are no crystals there. Then I get my foundation brush and I just give it a mix just to make sure they're all dissolved. Now this is very watery, so you're going to need to be working it into your skin all the time or it will just drip everywhere. So I usually start with my forehead and I'm just pasting it on really. And it's good to build up layers because, you know, you're working with a watery solution. This is just what I do. Some people add ingredients that make it more of a gel consistency, like propylene glycol. Some people add glycolic acid or some kind of mixing medium that makes it more of a typical serum. This is really a solution. You can even, there are even recipes on Makeup Alley for masks. You can buy Japanese masks that you can immerse in solution and then place over your face, and they make face masks. So just pasting it all over my face. You must avoid any areas of sensitivity. So I've got a little spot going down there, so I'm not going to touch that. I sometimes do this in the day, but mostly this is something I do at night and leave overnight. So I'm very careful around the delicate eye area. You do want the rejuvenating properties around your eye area, and I have a little hyperpigmentation coming there, so I do like to go over that, but I certainly don't go on the under eye area. I just kind of sweep over my brows, so that gets, you know, my brow bone area, and some of the, if you sweep down there, you're getting some of the crow's feet area. But certainly, you know, if you have very sensitive eyes, avoid the eye area completely. So just build up those layers. If you get any drips, just buff it in with the edge of the bristles. It is a good idea to buff as you go along because you really want to work in this solution. It will feel fine at first, and then when it sinks into the skin, it will start to sting, and you'll feel that it's sunk in and it's stinging. And it's working then. Now the stinging is something that you're going to have to get used to. It's a kind of no pain, no gain thing. And if you can't handle, I know my mum wouldn't be able to handle the stinging, which feels like, you know, you're burning your skin or you're damaging your skin. But with a weak solution like this, built up over time, it's not, you know, you're not going to have a bad reaction if your skin is normal and not reactive, you know. So you just have to put up with the stinging, which goes after about 5-10 minutes. Certainly after 20 minutes the stinging has gone. So I've covered my entire, I make sure I get those areas there around the mouth. I cover my entire face, and then with what's left I go down my neck, which is much easier, just in up and down strokes. And this is where you get the dribbles and you have to kind of work it in a bit more, but just very easy to do up and down strokes. Experience very intense stinging and burning, wash it off straight away, and if you try it again, try a much weaker solution. You should always start weak and build up your resistance and build up your tolerance. I'm just going to leave that on my skin now for, I would say, 25 minutes. I usually just sit while I'm on YouTube, watch a few videos. So that's what I'm going to do, leave this on, and then I'll get back to you. So the next step is to apply my vitamin E serum, because combined together vitamin E and vitamin C double their potency. The one I use is a British spa brand called Champneys, and it's their Care and Repair Daily Skin Serum, and this is wonderful. I even use it when I'm not doing vitamin C serums. So I take about that much. Another one I like to use is the Body Shop Vitamin E Serum. Or you could just crack open a vitamin E capsule and apply that to your skin. And when you work this in, you'll feel the stinging slightly again, because you're working it into your skin more. Now, if I were doing this in the morning, I would wait, say, another 20 minutes and wipe it all off with an aloe vera toner, just with cotton pads and aloe vera toner, because that will get off all the dead skin cells that we've exfoliated, and just give you a fresh, clean skin to then apply your moisturiser and your makeup. Because the aloe vera is calming, it will calm any irritation. Likewise, you may want to also use some aloe vera to calm any irritation. I'm not going to do that now, but what I'm going to do next is apply my you know, very basic moisturiser without any fragrance or irritating properties. So it's the simple, replenishing rich moisturiser. It's a very good moisturiser. The Witch magazine is a consumer guide in the UK, and they reviewed a lot of high-end and drugstore moisturisers, and this came out as one of the top moisturisers. So, and it's about £3, so it's really nice staple to have in your drawers. So You could do a bit of facial massage there if you wanted to. I'm not going to.